Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 19th. We're going to be doing a Celtic cross style reading for you this week. And in your general energies, you have the Two of Swords coming up here. It's like some sort of decision that you have to make. You've already made the decision here, Capricorn. See, here's the thing, is that I think you think you're stuck in your head, right? But you're not. I feel like you are very clear on a situation that you could be either moving away from, or you're just ready for something new. It is interesting. Look at this reading, Capricorn. This is another like really good reading for you. But what I would say is I feel like some of you are like much more powerful than a past situation. And I feel like you've been maybe stuck in your head here a little bit. And, for some of you, could be a past relationship that you're like moving away from. And it could be a person who clearly did you dirty with the devil. The devil could be you in this reading, but I really feel this could be a past situation where someone's like a liar, cheater, stealer, or something like that. And maybe you didn't see it at first, but now I think you see things clearly. Normally, I would say that this card represents needing to leave a comfort zone. And you do have the Two of Wands here. I definitely feel you need to leave a comfort zone. But what I would say is I feel like you've made the decision to move towards your own fulfillment. You have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups is your crossing energy. And in a Celtic cross, the crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you. It can be both as well. It can be both things. I kind of do feel both things here. That's why I'm saying it. For some of you, I would be careful of like overindulgence, eating too much, drinking too much, doing, any of that stuff. You have the devil here as well. So I would definitely be careful of that. But what I'd also say is, number one, I think you need to make a wish. I think you need to, you have the sun and the star here. There's like an element of needing to believe in the impossible here. That doesn't mean you're going to achieve the impossible, but actually I think you will. So I would go for it. I would believe that you are capable of doing something like much bigger than yourself or much more than yourself, whatever the case may be. I think you need to kind of nurture your beliefs. And what I would say is nurture the beliefs that make you strong, that make you feel like you can accomplish, pretty much anything. That's what I would be doing here with this Nine of Cups. I feel for some of you, you see how you maybe got too comfortable in a past situation as well, if it was love. And, I feel like this has kind of put you a little bit on edge in some ways. Is this a bad thing? No, is what I would say here. I would definitely not encourage you to be on edge in like future relationships. But if you're dealing with a past relationship here, number one, I feel that you are walking away. You've made the decision. You have the Page of Wands here. This is coming up in the area of your thoughts. There's literally a person on this card that he is walking away from. This is the after tarot, but you know what the interesting thing is here is I feel like you've chosen yourself here, Capricorn. And really there's nothing else to say because I feel like you've chosen yourself in life at this time. You did something recently, whether it was in a relationship or it could have been something else, right? Could have been a business or job or something where I feel like you chose to put yourself first, whatever it was, doesn't matter. And because I think the universe saw this because, damn, sun, star, Four of Wands. Four of Wands can be marriage, but the Four of Wands is also a card of freedom. So I feel in a lot of ways, and you have the Ten of Pentacles as well. To me, this reading is amazing. Clearly, I feel there is some good stuff. You're not even considered like one of the major players next year as far as the astrology is concerned, but I don't know, just coming from the readings that I've done for you lately, I feel like you could be one of the major players next year, even though it doesn't necessarily show up in the astrology, right? That doesn't mean anything. So, what I would say here is that I feel you've kind of chosen yourself. In the area of your foundation, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Love it. I feel there definitely could be a lot of abundance and success coming in for you if you don't already have it. The other thing about the Ten of Pentacles is that I kind of feel like you're releasing something when the time is right. And this could be some sort of talent, gift, skill, or ability. It's also a card of hidden or secret information. So what I would say here is that your ability to gather information or details about things that are important to you, that's going to be like a very profitable thing for you in the near future. So, I've been saying to you since 2017 that, if I were you, I would be educating myself as much as I possibly can. I basically am you. I have like 5 planets in Capricorn, and I've just been since like 2016, since even before that, but I started going hard in 2016, just like learning as much as I can. I can't even remember half the stuff that I learned, right? But I take a lot of notes. I've been building a note-taking system and like everything. So you know, and it's going to be different for all of you, but I would definitely be gathering as much information as you possibly can about things that you're interested in, because you never know where that information could become valuable, and especially like in work or business, you could be becoming very successful. In your past position, this is the energy that you're moving past. You have the devil. Obviously, you're not moving past yourself, but I do feel like you could be letting go of a toxic situation. It could be something toxic as well. Again, the Nine of Cups kind of can sometimes represent like overindulging. Could be like food, wine, whatever, right? So I feel some of you could be kind of releasing some toxic habits with this devil energy, which is perfectly fine. For a lot of you, I do feel like it's a person, and I feel like this person is chasing after you, but I don't know. I don't even think they can. I don't even think they can get to you if it's a past person. So it doesn't even matter, right? Next, in the very near future, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a card of taking the lead. It's also a card of leaving a comfort zone. On a traditional Two of Wands, like right here above my finger, there's normally a village, and it kind of represents needing to leave a comfort zone. You know, I almost feel that there could be a person who's very supportive of your ideas, your dreams, your goals, your plans. And so if there's love coming in, it could be a person who's very supportive of you. And I feel like they really motivate you to take action. For some of you, I feel like this is the past person, strangely enough. But I don't think, I think what you are thinking about is like if you had a past person where you had all these goals, wishes, and dreams, and you were hoping to do those things with that person, I kind of feel like you're thinking about that, but you're doing it on your own, if that makes sense. You're like saying, you know, I wanted to do all these things, and yeah, maybe they left you, or maybe they did you dirty here or whatever, but I feel like you're saying, you know what, but I can still do those things myself. And so you're really bossing up here, Capricorn, in a big way, and I feel like you're choosing yourself, which is more important. So whether a new person comes in and helps you, or you do it on your own, whatever your goals, wishes, and dreams are, doesn't matter to me or you, I don't think. I think that you're perfectly happy doing things on your own. And you have the whole world in your hands with the Two of Wands. Next, over the next few months, you have the Four of Swords. I feel like this is fine, this Four of Swords energy. Surprisingly, a lot of people have had the Four of Swords or something very similar in that exact position right there the next few months. And, you know, again, over the next few months, we still are in retrograde energy. So, you know, it makes perfect sense to me that people would be like resting, relaxing, planning, doing all those things. You can see here there's a woman who's coming to the man here, right here, and she's like holding a white flower. White flowers in the tarot represent pure intentions. So I do feel some of you are attracting a person. If you don't have this person already, which you might, some of you, definitely a new person. Could be an Aquarius or a Leo, definitely standing out to me here. Then what I would say is that this person has very pure intentions. And again, I feel they come when you least expect it as well. Like you're just kind of doing your own thing, resting, relaxing. Maybe you're just going through a period of recovery. And there definitely could be, this person coming in for you. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Sun, best card in the deck. So I feel a lot of you could be just finding a lot of happiness and maybe even recharging your batteries by spending time with people who matter to you. Doesn't even have to be love. This could be just friends or, family or people who you enjoy. I kind of see a lot of you maybe kind of building new groups of people. This is like one of the few readings I've done for you where you don't have the Three of Pentacles showing up. So, which is funny, but I feel some of you you could be like building groups. You could be joining groups. You could be working together with other people. And obviously that's going to lead to a lot of fulfillment. And obviously, if you're attracting love into your life, I feel it's going to lead to a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. It's interesting as well that the Sun can represent childlike energy. It represents our inner child. And, I do feel a lot of people have been getting these cards that would remind me more of childlike energy. So I feel a lot of us could be attracting relationships that are more playful, that are more fun, and more childlike. We're not talking about immature here. Someone always leaves me a comment that like, I'm sick and tired of dating man-childs and all this stuff. Not what I'm talking about, right? What I'm talking about is something that's fun, enjoyable, something where it's very playful, but can still be serious. Next, over in the area of your future feelings, you have the Star card. So definitely a wish or wish fulfillment coming in for you. There are these ripples that are always going out on the Star card, and the ripples kind of represent the vibrations we send out into the universe. I feel like the universe has heard you or has heard what you have kind of like asked for, and you could be receiving some blessings or something that you've been trying to manifest in your life with the star card. I see a lot of happiness here. Again, I love the sun and the star together. To me, that's fame and fortune. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to become famous, but if you want attention, if you want to, get a raise at work, then basically get as much attention as you can. If you want love, same thing, get as much attention as you possibly can with these cards. We're talking about positive attention here, because if you do that, then you will get what you want. At the end, you have the Four Wands, and again, the Four Wands can represent marriage. So some of you could be meeting a person that you will marry in the future. Really, the Four Wands, though, is a card of celebration and freedom, and so I feel a lot of you are going to be celebrating, these successes. Sorry, something made me yawn, Capricorn, and I never do that in readings, right? But what I would say here is I feel like there's a lot of freedom, a lot of happiness coming in for you with this energy. Maybe some of you are taking naps, because I think I need a nap now, but Capricorn, let's see. With the Two of Swords and the Nine of Cups, you have the Six of Swords. Definitely moving on from something. See, I think that someone thought, for those of you that left a relationship recently or left a person, I think someone thought that you needed them, like way more than you did. I don't think you need anyone. Number one, that's what this reading is saying. You chose yourself, right? And Six of Swords, normally there's a woman and a child. And sorry, this is the Six of Swords. For some reason, I thought I was thinking Six of Cups. But anyway, normally there's a woman and a child in the boat on the Six of Swords, and they only have the clothing on their back. They're leaving everything behind them. So, for a lot of you, I feel that this person is like in shock that you just walked away, or maybe you just left a person and without looking back, and that was it. And, again, I don't know, I feel like you left someone's jaw on the floor, basically. For others, this could be in work or business as well. You could have done the same thing. Maybe a boss thought that you needed them more than they needed you, but obviously not. So you moved on. With the Page of Wands, you have the Page of Cups. Definitely new love walking towards you. Someone's interested in you, Capricorn. And I definitely feel for a good majority of you, it's clearly someone new. And look, it's an otter. And otters are very playful and joyful. They like having fun. So I do feel it's a very fun person. I do feel like some of you are kind of like, the other thing about this, by the way, is that normally the Page of Cups has a little fish in the cup. And I always say that fish kind of represents like your dream, or, something that you want to manifest. So you could be working towards a dream or thinking about it. With the Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, I really think that all Earth signs are very focused on Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This is Taurus, and we have Uranus in Taurus, which is like the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is building and leaving a legacy, and Uranus and Taurus wants us to build permanence in our life, basically something that lasts forever. Could be financial or otherwise. With the Devil, you have the Death card. Yep, you put an end to this situation. Some of you definitely put an end to a devil person. You let them go, and that's it. I'm not getting anything else there. With the Two of Wands, you have the Four of Pentacles, leaving a comfort zone. Exactly what we talked about with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a card of a comfort zone. Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on too tightly to something from the past, or just needing to leave a comfort zone. So I think anything you can do to, go exploring with that Two of Wands, step out into the world, anything you can do, the better. I feel you need to allow the world to surprise you. The whole story of the Two of Wands is that the guy is standing at the top of the Two of Wands. He feels like he has accomplished everything that there is to accomplish, and he doesn't realize there's like so much more that he could be doing in his life. But he has to get out into the world to figure that out. He has to, go on a journey. He has to go looking for something new. And for some of you, I do feel that you need to go looking for new opportunities in all areas of your life, not just one or the other. And it'll just lead to so much more excitement. With the Four of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords. Number one, I do feel that someone wants to communicate with you. Again, this is coming up over the next few months. So, within the next few months, if you're looking for love, definitely could be, communication. It could be something online, but, you have too many cards here that would really represent like public, like the Sun, Page of Wands even. Two of Wands says you have to leave the house, get out of the house, Capricorn, if you want love. But, it could start off as a communicative type of relationship. For others, I do feel like there are some victories coming in for you here. Again, just based off your astrology, though, what I would say is I would be careful of like resting on your laurels here, Capricorn. Like I would have some sort of, like agreement with yourself, especially if you have like a business, for example. Like my agreement with myself is that I do 4 videos every single day, no matter what, right? And as long as I do that, things like progress, things move forward. If I don't do that, if I stop doing readings, obviously that would not be good, right? So I feel, and you don't have to be a crazy person about it, but I think that there need to be some agreements. Like, I'm going to do this um, to build my business, or to make sure I get a raise at work, or this could even be for love as well. It's like, right? I feel not enough of us do enough to keep the romance alive in a relationship. So maybe you're making an agreement with yourself to do things to keep the romance alive, or do what, it's going to be different for all of you, but I think it'll lead to a victory, obviously. With the sun, you have the King of Swords here. So definitely, it could be an air sign coming in for you. I do feel it's someone who has a lot of wisdom. It could be any sign. I feel like this is just saying it's a person who has a lot of joy, like wisdom, happiness with the sun. It could be a very mature young person because you have the sun and the King of Swords, which is a card of maturity. It could also be someone who's older than you that comes off as younger, because, sometimes people gain a lot of wisdom and they become very joyful in life. They become more childlike, right? I just talked about this the other day. I was talking about Eckhart Tolle. Like, Eckhart Tolle is like 900 years old, but he looks like he's about 16, right? If you've ever seen Eckhart Tolle, he looks amazing for his age. So, in a lot of ways, I feel you could be attracting a person like this. It might be you that I said that to, by the way, the other day. So if that was you, then it's definitely true. With the star, you have the strength card. Strength card is showing off. Again, I feel like, are you really showing off though? No, I would say no. I don't think you're really showing off. I feel that you've earned your place in the world because you chose yourself with the star. Star and the sun, right on top of each other. That's like getting a lot of attention. Traditionally, on a traditional strength card, the lady has her hands in a lion's mouth. And I always say, like, who in their right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth? And the answer is nobody. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be doing something that gets you a lot of positive attention that people don't expect, but it's going to lead to a lot of success. So, I would do it anyway. With the Four Wands, you have the Four Swords. A lot of fours in your reading, 444. So 444 could be an important number for you. But you have the Four Swords twice. So again, and here's the other thing. We have Mars retrograde. Might as well say until the end of March or middle of March, because, it ends in January, but we have the shadow until like the middle of March. So, I would just take your time. I wouldn't try to force anything to happen, as I always say, in any area of your life, Capricorn, especially with Mars retrograde. I think the trick with Mars retrograde, it's not to be lazy. It's to just work on the things that are working, the things that are not working, the things that make you tired, the things that make you yawn during a reading. It's like, listen to those clues, listen to those, your inner voice, and take a break or take a nap, right? I had intentions today of doing 12 readings, and I'm only at number 7. I'm already yawning. So you know what that means? I'm probably going to stop. But guess what? Just like I said earlier in the reading, I have an agreement with myself. I do 4 readings every single day. If I do more, great. So guess what? I'm winning no matter what, because I did 3 more than I normally do. So even if I stop now, I originally wanted to do 12 because I thought I could, and I can't. So I'm going to take a break, right? And I feel as long as you're not forcing things to happen, things are going to go really well for you. I think it's if you try to force things, this could be in love, money, business, pretty much any area of your life. I think that as long as you follow that rule, you're going to do very, very well. So let's see. I'm pulling 5 themes for you this year. You have this broken ring card. It says parting of the ways in romance or business. Literally, the whole entire reading that's what we talked about, how there could have been a breakup or a separation that has happened for you in your life, or some sort of parting of the ways. So, I don't know. I feel like you already know about it. There's really nothing to say about it. You have this Mule card. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. This past person. I'm going to pull another card because I feel this is just talking about the same situation, basically. You have this Tower card. It says solid foundation, success with effort. Obviously, this isn't like the tower in the tarot. This is a good tower. So I do feel that you are going to be finding success. There's a lot of success here. Next, you have this coin card. It says money will be coming to you. Definitely, I mean, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. It's going to be coming from your knowledge. I would really encourage you to, garden your knowledge, right? Pick one thing to learn about, or pick a skill to, improve upon, or something, right? Because I think everyone should do this, not just you, but definitely you. I definitely feel you are one of the signs that's going to benefit from kind of like gardening a skill. And it's very simple to do. All you have to do is like learn one new thing about whatever it is you're interested in. It could be a skill that makes you money, could just be for fun, it could be anything, but I would definitely do it. Next, you have this month card. It says June on it. This is a month card because every single time I do this, people are like, June, it's October, or June, it's December. I'm like, no, this card says June on it. And you also have this haystack card. It says karma. You will reap what you have sown. See, I think some of you had, maybe this could have been the separation that happened back in June. Something could have happened back in June. I'm getting like June, July is when there could have been some sort of, it could have even been August, like those 3 months, June, July, August of this year. I feel some of you maybe had something challenging happen to you. It could have been in a relationship, but that's obviously not going to be true for all of you. But if during that time you had something challenging happen, I almost feel like you're being rewarded, but you're being rewarded because you chose yourself. Exactly what I said earlier. Finally, you have this Weeping Willow card. It says family sorrow. You know what the funny thing is? I feel like this is a past person that is feeling sorrow because they didn't choose you, Capricorn. So I wouldn't even worry about this at all. But pretty interesting reading. I would just keep choosing yourself here. Like I said, keep making yourself your own kind of center. Make yourself the center of the universe, right? Or whatever you want to call it. But looks good. So thank you for being here, Capricorn. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.